Have you ever stopped to wonder why your legs feel weaker each year, despite doing everything you're told is right? You're eating well, staying active, and following every health advice. So why are stairs feeling steeper and getting up from your chair becoming a challenge? It's easy to blame aging, but here's a hidden truth. Some of the very fruits you eat daily, trusting they're beneficial, are quietly damaging your legs. Fruits praised as healthy may secretly trigger joint inflammation, knee pain, and muscle weakness, slowly eroding your independence and mobility. Meet Daniel, 68, a vibrant, active grandfather who started noticing a strange heaviness in his legs. His morning walks became painful, his knees stiffened, and simple tasks turned burdensome. Doctors blamed aging, but Daniel sensed something deeper. Could his favorite fruits, innocent and healthy looking, be the silent culprits? Today, you'll discover 7 fruits you must avoid after 60 if you want to preserve your strength and stay mobile. By the end, you'll learn not only what to avoid, but exactly which fruits you should eat instead, because it's never too late to regain your strength. But first, if you value your independence and want more insights on senior health, senior motivation, and life lessons from the elderly, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Your engagement helps these crucial messages reach more seniors like you. Ready to reclaim your legs? Let's dive into now, beginning with the tropical fruit that seems healthy, but may secretly inflame your joints and weaken your legs. As Daniel sat down in his favorite chair, he couldn't shake off the persistent ache in his knees. He thought about his usual breakfast, a plate filled with fresh pineapple slices, believing it would naturally reduce inflammation. For years, Daniel, now 69, relied on this juicy fruit as a daily ritual. After all, wasn't pineapple supposed to be nature's anti-inflammatory champion? That's exactly what makes this revelation unsettling for seniors like Daniel. Pineapple indeed contains bromelain, a compound celebrated for reducing swelling. But what most seniors don't realize, and what scientific research gently reveals, is that pineapple might not be as friendly as it seems. Pineapple, despite its healthful glow, is packed with natural sugars and acids that can silently harm older bodies. With age, our blood vessels lose elasticity and become more sensitive to sudden sugar spikes. A sudden rush of natural sugars into the bloodstream after eating pineapple can harm the delicate blood vessels, particularly in your legs and feet, where circulation is already weakening. Over time, reduced circulation means less oxygen reaches your muscles, resulting in the heavy, dragging sensation that Daniel and countless others mistake simply for aging. Imagine Daniel's surprise when he learned from his doctor that his beloved pineapple might actually aggravate his joint pain. The acidic nature of pineapple, usually unnoticed by younger bodies, becomes a subtle irritant for older joints, inflaming them further, especially in seniors already struggling with arthritis. One particular afternoon, Daniel remembered vividly. He had enjoyed pineapple generously that morning, believing it would ease his stiff knees. But by midday, his legs felt unusually heavy. A short walk in the garden felt exhausting, as though his strength had secretly vanished overnight. That night, researching quietly in his armchair, Daniel uncovered the truth. Pineapple's bromelain can interact with certain medications commonly used by seniors, particularly blood thinners. Such interactions might quietly amplify health risks rather than reduce them. Yet, the most alarming realization was that the damage from pineapple was silent, gradual, and invisible, just like many dangerous habits affecting elderly health. Daniel had trusted pineapple wholeheartedly, never suspecting its darker side. For seniors, pineapple should not be completely banished, but understanding its subtle risks is crucial. Moderate your intake, especially if you experience unexplained swelling, heavy legs, or knee pain. After realizing this hidden threat, Daniel immediately wondered about other fruits he trusted. His mind drifted to another daily favorite, bananas. Sweet, soft, and rich in potassium, bananas seemed an ideal fruit for seniors, promoting muscle strength and preventing cramps. But could bananas, much like pineapples, harbor silent dangers too? Bananas, widely praised for muscle health, indeed pack a nutritional punch. But here's the catch. They're also loaded with natural sugars and fast-digesting carbohydrates. For younger people, this isn't usually problematic. But for seniors, the body's insulin response weakens over time, causing frequent spikes and drops in blood sugar after eating bananas. These fluctuations weaken circulation, causing inflammation and joint discomfort to intensify silently. Daniel recalled how his legs always felt strangely heavy after breakfast, especially when bananas were involved. Climbing stairs became daunting, each step a reminder of his declining strength. His ankles often swelled slightly by evening, but he dismissed it as fatigue. He wasn't alone. Research indicates that bananas may encourage fluid retention, especially in those with existing heart conditions. Increased fluid retention aggravates joints, swelling ankles, and creating stiffness, a frustrating cycle Daniel unknowingly experienced. But here's the deceptive part. Bananas seem harmless, even beneficial, which is precisely why the damage is often overlooked. Daniel, trusting in their potassium-rich promise, never considered that his daily banana habit might be contributing to his weakened legs. The gradual, quiet damage accumulated unnoticed until the discomfort was undeniable. To further illustrate, consider Anna, Daniel's neighbor. At 70, she faced similar struggles. Anna regularly enjoyed bananas, especially after her morning yoga, thinking she was strengthening her muscles. Yet she frequently battled ankle swelling, stiff knees, and occasional nighttime cramps. Her doctor gently pointed out the connection. Her high banana consumption was inadvertently worsening her condition. The realization was powerful for both Daniel and Anna. Bananas weren't entirely off limits, but awareness and moderation became key. By reducing their banana intake and balancing their diets with other potassium-rich but lower sugar alternatives, both noticed remarkable improvements in their leg comfort and mobility within weeks. The journey to maintaining senior health is not about completely removing pleasures, but about recognizing hidden risks and adapting wisely. Pineapple and bananas, although delicious and beneficial for younger adults, demand caution and mindfulness as we age. As Daniel closed his laptop that evening, he felt relieved yet determined. It was empowering to understand the silent threats lurking in familiar fruits, allowing him to make informed decisions. He knew there were still other fruits, seemingly innocent, yet silently eroding leg strength. His journey was just beginning, and the insights he gathered had already significantly improved his daily comfort. Stay with us, as next we'll uncover more fruits that seniors must approach cautiously. Each discovery, rooted in genuine senior experiences and grounded in scientific evidence, ensures you can continue living a vibrant, mobile, and pain-free life. This is more than elderly reflections. It's elderly wisdom, providing you with motivation and practical guidance to maintain your strength and independence after 60. After uncovering the surprising truth about pineapple and bananas, Daniel felt an urgency to re-examine the rest of his diet. His kitchen was always vibrant with colorful fruits, but he began wondering which other fruits might be silently weakening his legs. The next fruit Daniel encountered on his quest for truth was grapes. Small, juicy, and seemingly harmless, grapes were his go-to snack, ideal for quick, easy consumption. Yet, as Daniel soon discovered, grapes could also silently compromise senior health. Grapes are filled with fructose, a type of sugar directly processed by the liver. For younger adults, moderate consumption rarely poses issues. However, seniors' bodies handle fructose differently. As Daniel found, excess fructose can convert into uric acid, accumulating silently in joints, causing inflammation and pain. The subtle buildup of uric acid results in sporadic aches, especially in sensitive areas like the knees, ankles, and toes, quietly eroding mobility. Daniel vividly recalled nights when his big toe suddenly throbbed painfully. He dismissed it initially, blaming the day's activities. Yet, further research unveiled that these painful episodes were actually subtle signals of elevated uric acid levels, likely exacerbated by frequent grape consumption. He thought of his friend Michael, who at 71 frequently complained about stiffness and joint discomfort. Michael was particularly fond of grapes, snacking on them continuously. Daniel shared his newfound knowledge, and after cutting back, Michael's episodes of sharp, unexpected joint pain significantly reduced. Beyond the physical discomfort, Daniel learned that grapes also contribute to internal inflammation, gradually impairing flexibility and increasing stiffness. Their convenience made them deceptively easy to overconsume, turning a seemingly healthy snack into a chronic risk factor for deteriorating joint health. He realized the innocent habit of popping grapes casually while watching TV was subtly escalating his joint issues. Determined to understand fully, Daniel meticulously documented his diet and symptoms, noting how frequently grapes appeared. Within days of reducing his grape intake, he observed less swelling and reduced severity in joint pain, particularly noticeable during his evening walks. Daniel next turned to watermelon, a summertime favorite he believed was harmlessly hydrating. He enjoyed its refreshing taste, assuming it was mostly water and thus beneficial for hydration. But his research revealed another hidden danger: watermelon's high glycemic index. For seniors, frequent consumption of high glycemic foods like watermelon can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes, straining insulin production and triggering inflammatory responses. This inflammation concentrates in areas with weaker circulation, particularly the lower limbs, causing swelling, aches, and stiffness that progressively compromise mobility. Recalling family picnics, Daniel realized his legs felt heavier after indulging in watermelon. He remembered how a simple afternoon stroll became exhausting, each step more laborious than the last. The sugar he unknowingly consumed in watermelon was silently burdening his aging body. The subtlety of this danger startled Daniel. Watermelon was not overtly sweet, leading him to believe it was harmless. Yet, he learned that the body's response to sugar doesn't depend solely on taste. The frequent spikes and crashes of blood sugar were silently weakening his legs over time. Daniel also uncovered a personal anecdote from his cousin Susan, who at 72 frequently battled swollen ankles. She was puzzled, attributing swelling to long hours gardening, unaware that her beloved watermelon snacks were amplifying her issues. After cutting back significantly on watermelon, Susan's swelling noticeably reduced, reaffirming Daniel's findings. Daniel's reflections soon brought him to oranges. Bright, tangy, and a staple in his morning routine, oranges symbolized health, immunity, and vitality. Yet beneath their cheerful exterior lurked another silent threat: citric acid. For seniors, especially those with existing joint inflammation or arthritis, the high acidity in oranges can exacerbate symptoms. The acid, once ingested, enters the bloodstream, irritating sensitive joint tissues, subtly intensifying existing inflammation. Daniel remembered mornings when his freshly squeezed orange juice seemed invigorating initially, but soon gave way to joint stiffness and discomfort. His knees often felt particularly stiff, especially after prolonged sitting, and his hips seemed to ache subtly throughout the day. He never linked these symptoms to his beloved oranges until now. Research affirmed Daniel's suspicions. Seniors like him with aging joints and reduced circulation often unknowingly intensify their pain and inflammation by consuming oranges regularly. Moreover, combining citric acid with natural sugars in oranges further increases overall inflammation and joint sensitivity. Daniel's neighbor Julia, at 73, frequently lamented morning stiffness, attributing it simply to age. However, Julia enjoyed fresh orange juice daily, believing it boosted her immunity. Sharing his insights, Daniel encouraged her to reduce her orange intake. Within weeks, Julia reported significant relief in joint stiffness and morning discomfort. Daniel delved deeper, discovering other seniors' experiences corroborating his findings. His community center meetings became informal focus groups, where friends shared their dietary habits and corresponding health issues. Many expressed surprise at the hidden connections, grateful for the clarity Daniel provided. Through careful documentation, Daniel began noticing clearer patterns linking oranges with increased joint stiffness. By simply adjusting his diet to limit oranges, he observed immediate improvements, more comfortable mornings, reduced inflammation, and enhanced overall mobility. Daniel's journey into the hidden dangers of grapes, watermelon, and oranges was illuminating yet sobering. Each fruit, beloved and seemingly innocent, carried subtle yet significant health risks for seniors. These revelations empowered him to make informed dietary choices, promoting his mobility and independence. As Daniel continued his journey, he knew this was more than personal discovery. It was crucial elderly wisdom benefiting countless others. Stay tuned, as in the next part, Daniel uncovers more common fruits silently affecting senior health. Each discovery brings him closer to regaining strength and vitality, reinforcing the value of wisdom gained through awareness and informed choices. Daniel's exploration into fruit-related leg weakness had already transformed his diet, but two more fruits remained to be scrutinized: green apples and mangoes. Would they also harbor hidden dangers? Green apples appeared safe to Daniel, especially compared to sweeter varieties. Tart, crisp, and fresh, they were his preferred snack. However, deeper research revealed a surprising reality. Green apples, despite tasting less sweet, still contain significant amounts of natural sugars and malic acid, subtly irritating joint tissues and disturbing blood sugar balance. The malic acid, responsible for the apple's tartness, becomes increasingly challenging for seniors' digestive systems. For Daniel, frequent consumption had led to unexpected discomfort, occasional cramping in his calves at night, and a puzzling stiffness in his knees each morning. Initially dismissed as simple signs of aging, Daniel realized his beloved green apples could be subtly fueling these issues. He reached out to his friend Linda, who at 74 often enjoyed green apples, believing they were healthier due to their tartness. Yet Linda regularly complained about persistent hip pain. Daniel shared his findings, and Linda adjusted her diet, replacing green apples with gentler fruits. Within weeks, she reported significantly less discomfort, affirming Daniel's research. Next, Daniel turned his attention to mangoes. Juicy, tropical, and irresistibly sweet, mangoes were a cherished treat, especially during warmer months. However, mangoes are notoriously high in natural sugars, causing rapid blood sugar spikes and subsequent inflammation, particularly dangerous for older adults. Daniel recalled a family barbecue where he'd enjoyed generous servings of mango. The aftermath was telling: swollen ankles, heavy legs, and a surprising fatigue the following day. His body was clearly signaling distress from the sugar overload, something he previously hadn't connected to mango consumption. Further exploration revealed that mango's high sugar content triggers significant insulin fluctuations, leading to inflammation concentrated in joints, particularly the knees, hips, and ankles. These silent inflammatory responses can gradually erode joint strength, agility, and overall mobility. To validate his findings, Daniel reduced his mango intake significantly, noticing dramatic improvements within a short period. His legs felt lighter, his joints more flexible, and his general energy levels increased. Now fully aware of these hidden dangers, Daniel began exploring safer, beneficial alternatives to these problematic fruits. He discovered several fruits specifically advantageous for senior health. Blueberries emerged as a top choice, filled with antioxidants that combat inflammation and improve circulation. Daniel incorporated them into his breakfast smoothies, quickly feeling a boost in energy and leg comfort. Cherries were another remarkable find, particularly effective in reducing uric acid levels, directly addressing issues caused by grape consumption. Daniel included cherries in moderation, noticing decreased stiffness and joint discomfort. Avocados, rich in healthy fats and fiber, became an essential part of Daniel's meals. They stabilized his blood sugar and provided lasting energy without triggering inflammation or joint pain. Pears offered gentle sweetness without causing blood sugar spikes, making them ideal snacks. Daniel found pears particularly helpful in avoiding the discomfort previously associated with apples and mangoes. Papayas, with their digestive enzymes and anti-inflammatory properties, significantly improved Daniel's gut health, aiding nutrient absorption and reducing bloating and joint discomfort. As Daniel integrated these healthier alternatives, his daily comfort and mobility improved markedly. Friends and neighbors noticed his renewed vitality, frequently asking for his secrets. The realization of these hidden fruit dangers profoundly impacted Daniel and his community. With each fruit replaced by a healthier alternative, he not only regained his leg strength, but also discovered a new appreciation for the intricate relationship between diet and senior health. In conclusion, Daniel's journey teaches valuable lessons about mindful eating and informed choices after 60. Avoiding or moderating consumption of pineapple, bananas, grapes, watermelon, oranges, green apples, and mangoes, while embracing blueberries, cherries, avocados, pears, and papayas, can significantly enhance life quality and independence. Daniel's story underscores the importance of continuous learning and adapting dietary habits to preserve mobility and strength. His experience provides essential elderly wisdom, empowering seniors to make healthier choices and enjoy vibrant, fulfilling lives well beyond their 60s. Daniel's transformative journey highlights the profound impact dietary choices have on senior health and mobility. By carefully identifying and moderating fruits like pineapple, bananas, grapes, watermelon, oranges, green apples, and mangoes, seniors can effectively reduce hidden risks to their joint health and overall strength. Embracing healthier alternatives such as blueberries, cherries, avocados, pears, and papayas empowers older adults to enjoy greater comfort, vitality, and independence. This journey underscores essential elderly wisdom. Awareness, adaptation, and informed choices are key to preserving mobility and enhancing quality of life well beyond the age of 60. Let Daniel's experience inspire you to examine your dietary habits closely and make changes that will significantly improve your daily life. If you found this video helpful and enlightening, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights into senior health and wellness. And tell us, where are you watching from? We'd love to know your location and hear your personal experiences in the comments below. Together, we build a community of informed, empowered seniors dedicated to living their best lives. Thank you for watching and stay healthy.